Hello everybody! Welcome to Valheim. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you guys here. Hi Sarah. Hi Kyle. How are you guys doing today? I'm going to be doing some building today in Valheim and doing some stuff for Val-Con because I've decided to showcase my modern build for a build in Val-Con. This is a build that I did in Ravenheim Season 1. And I mean, I did it while we were playing in the streams and everything, but I never like did any content specifically on this build. I never put out a video on it. I never did any tutorials on how I did anything and everything. And people always say that they love this build, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna finally do something with it for Val-Con, and I've kind of started updating it since this playthrough. We didn't have the Ashland stuff when I originally did this build, and so I've come through and I've started adding in some of the Ashland stuff, which works really well with a modern build. I love it. One of the scariest butt-puckering things I've ever done building in Valheim is I replaced the entire downstairs floor with the updated flooring from the Ashlands. That was terrifying. 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 I'm doing good, Sarah. Thank you so much for asking. This is kind of my first official day back and doing Valheim. I've been kind of being in a weird holiday space the last couple weeks with little man out of school and Hubs was home, and little man went back to school yesterday, and I took yesterday just to chill and relax, and then today I'm like, okay, I gotta get busy, gotta get to work, and especially with Val-Con coming up, and I have a bunch of things to get done. Including I want to finish up decorating this build so I can get content made on it. Hi Sound Author, such a great build. Thank you so much. I love this build. I'm tempted to do another modern build just because it was so fun. It was so fun doing a modern build. It's very different than what you typically see in Valheim. And so what I'm doing now is I'm going through and kind of finishing with the decorating and making adjustments with the new parts that we have. I've changed the piano to use the new wood because I think it looks a lot better being able to have the solid black pieces. This light still needs to go out. It has 2 gray dwarf eyes left in it. I used the standing blue torch to make the little line there holding up the grand piano, so that'll burn out. I could skip time and make it do it, but I just haven't. And then I also used this new part right here for like the paper holder for the piano, and I think that looks really cool. It's fancier. I was gonna go ahead and put in keys, but I don't know if I'm going to because parts are already so high at this build. I might just leave the case closed over the keys instead of adding them on. If I was gonna add keys onto this piano, the way I would do it would be with the words, the spear, like the little flint spear that just has the straight white things at the end. And I would lay them all out here, kind of integrated in and just sticking out the white parts to be keys. But I don't know if I'm going to do that because of instances and everything. This build is so big that as I walk around, the lights come on, and so I consider that to be like efficiency lighting. You know, the lights don't come on until you're in the room. What else have I changed? Something that I'm going to change is how this TV is done. I made this with armor stands, and I hung black cloaks up there to give it a black screen. But I think I'm going to change how that's done. There's a mod actually you can use that we're going to be using in Val-Con, where you can actually put TV screens playing things in the game. But this entire build is done vanilla. I'm going to be using hammer mode right now, so I don't have to go and get the resources. But when I built this, the entire playthrough was done in vanilla. So I don't think I really want to use a mod to put a TV there. I'm going to probably be using sign techniques to put a TV there. And then I'm kind of going around and seeing what needs to be finished and what I want to update with the newer parts. I've also like spawned in a lot of trophies. I think I have them in the chest back there, and I want to see how I can use those in unique ways. Added in the new rug here. Something else I've changed is I put in some of the new stone here and there, because I think that smooth look is really cool for the modern feel. Having the smooth stone, and it kind of makes it accented having it that way. So I like that. And then using some of the new potions set around. The towels on this shelf are made with the fish wraps. So I don't know. I think the bathroom I might be done with. I was debating putting a deco on that wall, but I may like it just being simple. Not sure. So I'm just kind of deciding what I want to do to update stuff. This is a new couch version that I made with the newer parts. I think looks really nice. Definitely more of a modern feel with the ash wood. I like it. This is something I was playing with that I'm probably going to take apart because I didn't like how it was turning out. I probably could fancy up this dressing table. Make it look like something fancier. So maybe I'll play with that. I feel like there was more upstairs. This is just a bathroom. And something that I did in this build too was, because especially when we didn't have as many wood and stone options to choose from, I changed the texture of the wood to create accents by damaging part of it. Like sometimes I would shoot some of the wood with wooden arrows till it gets a little bit damaged so it has a different color and texture, just to create slight accents on things. Hey Ken, how are you, friend? Good to see you. Thanks for swinging by. Canaris is going to be doing stuff for Val-Con too. Actually, Kyle and Sarah, are y'all doing stuff for Val-Con too? I'm trying to remember. Can't complain finishing up Val-Con merch. Ooh, merch. That's fun. Okay, I need to do more work on the dining room over here. I just threw down all the feasts because they're new. I don't know that I like them there. I used the new wood to make these shelves here. I think that looks really good, like floating shelves. I don't think I'm crazy with these shields for the plates though. I mean, I like the metal, but the middle part sticks up so much that seems a little weird. Unless I might see if I can put food items on top to kind of cover that bump and just make it look like there's food on the plate. I think that would look better than just having the hump in the middle of the plate. Yes, y'all both have stuff going. Perfect. I'm not surprised. Lots of fabulous builders in the house today. My office, I'm debating for the video if I should take this off. Smitty Survival came in here because this is my desk, my office, but it's also the workbench for where you repair stuff. But Smitty came in here and wrote Smitty's desk on my desk, and I drew a line through it, which is just funny. But I don't know if I should actually take that off for when I make the video. And then I got my bookshelves. They probably could be decorated a little bit more, have knickknacks sat in between them. Here and there. Like bookends. My art piece is talking to me. Hush. This is made with elder trophies. One of my favorite moments was when Grimcore came to visit this build, and he looked at this and he's like, that's really cool. What is it? I can't tell what it is. I was like, yes! I love it when people can't tell what things are made from. Now you can redo the whole build because we have new build pieces. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, Can. And I never did a video on this build, so that's what I'm doing for Val-Con. Well, one of the things. There are many things I'm doing for Val-Con, but... Yeah, look, Can, I replaced the entire store. The entire first floor with the new Groston flooring. So I was saying that was the most butt-puckering experience I've ever had building in Valheim, is taking this floor out of this build and replacing it with the new one. I was like, ah! Terrifying. But I got it done. Nothing fell down. Knock on wood. I mean, I'm done, but still. This is crappy looking back here. Just crappy storage, and my signs are all messed up, and I never really did anything with this. It was just functional. I don't know. Maybe I could turn it into something instead of just being functional, because like I said, this entire thing was done vanilla through an actual playthrough. And then I made this floating spiral staircase before we had any ability to do a spiral staircase. This took for freaking ever to do. And I tend to walk off the side, so I'm going really slow. But I wanted like a spiral staircase, and we didn't have one, and I didn't want to do the normal one with the logs. This is Smitty and Verso's room. The kids' room. When last time we played on this world, I didn't have anything done in this room yet, and we'd just thrown beds down in here for them. And so then when I came to decorate the room, I was like, oh, this looks like a boy's room. So I turned it into a kid's room. And using the word art stuff on the signs. I have an entire video on doing custom signs and how to do unique things with them that I never finished. I should finish that at some point. But I think this turned out as a pretty good kids' room. Especially this. I'm like, oh, they have a dinosaur in their room. Hi, Amat. Welcome in. How are you? How is Smitty? He's good. Your YouTube algorithm may not have lost him. Or it may have. It does that sometimes. He's, been more limited in content that he's been putting out lately because he's been very busy IRL. The largest variant of that would have reduced some instances. Not a lot, but some. The largest variant of that? I don't know what you're talking about. That spiral stairs is what architects do when they want to make a statement, right? Exactly. Let's see, this is like a guest bedroom thing. This needs to be decorated. I have almost nothing done in here. I changed it to a black marble headboard. Yeah, at first this I started this before Mistlands. Like we didn't even have black marble yet. So I was super excited when I could switch to black marble countertops. This is my game room. Got pool table, got darts. These are Desquito trophies up here. Being the darts. I think I need to add more light in this room. I mean, I know it's a game room and kind of like a bar, so it's kind of mood lighting, but I feel like it's too dark in here. I don't know. What do y'all think? Is it too dark? I could go ahead and put some crown molding in here too. I've kind of gotten to where I'm being a little bit picky, I guess, about what detailing I want to add because the instances are high and it gets laggy, but on the other hand, I'm kind of like, just screw it. But if it's so laggy I can't record a good video, that would be a problem. There's another guest room that has a different furniture style. I don't know how I feel about this though. I don't really like it. I think I need to change it or get rid of it, one of the two. I'm not entirely crazy about that style. I still want marble signs and item stands. That would be genius. Any kind of sign that's not the one standard texture would be genius, really. Would be lovely. It has a closet. Yeah. I don't know that I like that. I might rip that apart and redo it. Circling trophies on the ceiling, maybe? That's a possibility. And then this is the last guest room. I think this was Luma's bed, wasn't it? Yeah, he was called Credo that day. The other one was Robin's. This room feels a little bare to me too. This is just something I was playing with when I was thinking about figuring out decorations for how to use Christmas decorations. Too many coal in here. What the hell? That's not what I meant to do. But I'm powerful now. No. You just dump junk. I'm gonna make it daytime. Let me get some coal. Helps a little bit. Verzal once told me instances shouldn't matter when detailing or something like that, but we were on a hardcore no map server, so I don't know how serious he was. I mean, shouldn't matter and don't matter are two different things too, right? Like, we don't want them to matter, but... So where am I gonna start? Oh, and then out here is like a deck thing. which this doesn't have hardly anything out here either. I did also change some of the deco out here in the front to have the more updated look with the ash wood for the accents on the front of the house. I think those look much better, having that ash wood as the accent. I don't really know what I want to put out here. I mean, I would think like a bar, but like how many bars do you need in your house? It is out just outside the game room. I kind of have the outside cooking area outside. Well, it would make sense to have a bar out there, I guess. This is just like cabinets. I don't know, what else could I put out here besides just a bar? Did you see the modern house build I did? It's tiny compared to this one though. Was it a long time ago, Can? I kind of feel like I did, but I'm not remembering the details of it off the top of my head. My Swiss cheese brain could be attacking me again, but I feel like I did see it at the time. I might need to go look back at it again. Hi, Solar Demos, welcome in. Something has changed between updates, I think, and these signs are showing the ... again. I don't want them to do that. Let me get rid of those. So I want these to look smooth. Gwen was asking this morning if I had any builds that I wanted to post or put in Val-Con as a wonder, and I'm like, this is probably the biggest solo build I've ever done. I don't know that I'd call it a wonder. I mean, people that post wonders are like massive castles and all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, there are huge builds like that on the Happy Gamers server. I want to go stare at trophies for a second to get ideas. I'm a very visual person, and so it helps me. Didn't I? Yeah. I think I spawned in a crap ton of trophies. I did. When I place signs that I don't want to see the face of, I turn them around. Yeah, that's smart. I often do that too. That's how I did my slick walls in here. It was not that long ago, definitely last year. Okay, I'll have to go look at it. Will you post it in my Discord, Canners? Do you mind? You submitted your updated wolf head for a wonder, and that's a good idea. I'm gonna dump my inventory and pick up some trophies. Do I have a dump chest around here? Because I think I want to play with some of these new trophies a bit. Well, these were things I was playing with at the time. Well, I'm not going to do these right now. What was I doing with the saddles? I haven't been in here working on this since before the holiday. Today is my first official day back working, and so my brain is trying to remember what I was doing. Just get some inventory space. Shouldn't need that at the moment. Keep that in case I want to add lighting. Don't need the scythe right now. I should do that once I'm done with all the merch stuff. Awesome. Thank you, Ken. Hi, I don't know how to say your name, but in English, the shapes kind of look like Inoi. I know that's totally wrong. 1 HP. It's true, but I'm in God mode and build mode and everything, so it doesn't really matter. This build is from a vanilla playthrough, but I'm done with it, and now I'm just doing building stuff. So, creative. You think, what are... It's kind of glowy. I haven't done a lot with these, but they're so big. I might look at it. Take some startling trophies with me. Same thing with the stone golem trophy. They're cool, but they're so big. Like, it can be tricky to do anything with them. For small decos in a house. And I'm going to take some of these growth trophies just because I love them. I love the motion on them. Pretty sure I already hung up a broom. What am I wanting to do? I'm just finishing detailing out the house and decorating right now and coming up with new deco ideas for things. Like unique and creative ways to use stuff that makes something cool. I've tried to use these before, but I haven't really found a way that I like them. Other than, I made a fence out of these Marksman Trophy legs one time. Like a banister. I could do a banister thing with them. I don't know. The thing with coming up with unique decorations a lot of times is that you want small pieces or small pieces sticking off of something if you can hide the rest of it. I already looked in there. Is that all the ones I have here? Yeah. In Eastern Europe or Russia. Hi, Atomic Growth Master. Have you done the no build, heavy build menu build challenge? I have not done any build challenges lately. No build, heavy build menu, build challenge. What is that? What does that mean? Build without using the build menu? Thinking too. If I was gonna sit something on top of those plates, set it. Probably would do a soup. Some kind of bowl or something that's heavy enough or deep enough that it would cover it up. Might be tricky lining those up correctly. See the size on this one. That could be a good size. Maybe even too big. It would almost completely cover up. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be like that because it's just floating. Oh no, it's not floating. It kind of went down. What is happening with my fingers walking in weird places? Oh, I have auto walk on. Stop it. I'm like, why am I being so weird? It's actually not bad. You can still kind of see it underneath. Well, that's not centered. Once it's centered, it might completely cover it up. Spicy marmalade is tall, but not as wide. That might work. Yum. Spicy marmalade. I know that I seem kind of random all over the place in what I'm doing, but I often do this when I'm building. I go, what about this? What about that? And kind of flutter around till I find something that hits me as an idea. Stare at different things. Here's that. Did I go past it? There it is. Okay. That's kind of good. Again, need to work on centering. It's kind of like it's their first course, like they're starting with a soup. Looks like a soup that has a spoon in it. So you use the miscellaneous furniture and crafting menus of the build hammer only and build a functional base. Miscellaneous. crafting. And furniture. That's an interesting challenge. Is that still going on, Cam? Are people still doing it? The only thing would be figuring out how to get the inside buff, which you could do with things just around in the world too. Oh, Matt started it. That's fun. No, I hadn't even heard of it. Matt is an amazing builder. He does some really creative stuff. Super, super creative. You did it, just never made a video. Yeah, the whole making a video of it thing takes a lot of time, doesn't it? I think I like this one though, because the spicy marmalade, because it's small enough that you can still see the silver plate charger. I guess I'm thinking of it more as a charger, since it's a bowl sitting on top of it. I'm gonna have to get my brain back into working this stuff again too, because I was streaming Bellwright last week while Hubs was on vacation. We played Bellwright together, and I gotta get my fingers and mind back into doing the right buttons for Valheim. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get this centered better. Can't zoom in anymore. With the spoon over on the side. That's gonna be annoying, trying to get that little bowl centered perfectly on all of these. Yum. Maybe something a little bit bigger so it's not quite so annoying. You know, I'm not super crazy about how the board jerky kind of has a little steam effect on it now. Most of the time I like those, but I use the board jerky for a lot of other things like napkins and stuff, and I don't want my napkins to look like they're steaming. Hey Ewwe, welcome in. How are you, friend? A salad would make sense to be there. I mean, any of them would make sense, honestly. Let's get the size. I like that. Kind of like the colors of it too. Lighter colors and everything showing up. I think that looks good. Alright, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 more. I'm gonna turn them a little bit as I put them down so they're not all exactly facing the same direction. Give it a little randomness and diversity in how it looks. I love that it's letting me sit these on the shields like this so easily. Being able to set food and items down with this tray is one of the best things they ever added to Valheim, in my humble opinion. For builders, decorators especially, it's genius. Soups and salads, lunch offer, exactly. Look, I'm gonna use one soup though. I'm gonna have that one person that refuses to eat salad. Let's do that one. Let's do the... this one. Gotta be different, don't you? Can't have what everybody else has. Gotta be unique. There's always one. Debating what I want to put on these little shelves. Could use some of the new potions. I feel like this is the dining room. It's not really the best idea for dining room. Trying to remember, what are the new... like ashlands, like these. Toadstool, it's probably too bright. Maybe not. Wasn't there another one? Is that the only one? I need to add more things with color in here. It's pretty monochrome right now, which is modern. I do like sometimes just having like one pop of color at least in the room. Like a statement piece. Maybe on the shelves wouldn't be the place to do that. I mean, I could turn this wall art into more of a statement piece. I do kind of just like that Abby trophy though. It's kind of simple and unique. I mean, it would be unique in the real world. Looking like that. Let me sit out an item stand. So I want to play with these trophies a little bit. It's not a whole lot of room to play on this shelf, but trying to think how I can combine this in different ways. I think that's too much of an effect to have on that shelf. I love the effect on the growth trophies. It's one of my favorite things. Wouldn't it be genius if we could sit these down with the tray instead of having to use item stands for them? I wish. Dreams. I don't know if that's the right feel for the dining room. Dreams, more like Delulu. Yeah, it might be. They'll be like, we just let you set food down. Be happy. But, what about arrows and all the other stuff? Like I say, if in real life you could sit it down on a table, then you should be able to sit it down in the game. Right? Oh no. Wrong thing. These look really big in here. Vikings don't set arrows down. That's funny. And they don't take off their shield to sleep either. I kind of like how the mushroom shows up over here. Brightens it. I may end up needing to do like a downward spotlight here towards that shelf. You know what I just thought? Look at the curve of that Jotun puff. I combined a bunch of those. I think I'll try something. Stop it. I was starting to play with ideas over there for a lamp, but I didn't like it, so. So many new ideas coming to my brain. Yay! Wow, I jumped way too far. Wow, I'm powerful! I haven't done a build stream in a while. I'm always kind of like, people gonna find this interesting or not? I don't know. I don't know that I would want to do this. Okay, let me just go outside and try this idea first before I bother. I want to overlap a little bit more, but do one turn to the left. Hey! Rude! Rude! Did you see that? Pushy. Oh my gracious. Why is it dark? Oh, here. Stop it! What are you doing? He's like my dog and freaks out when it rains. Chill. Here, let me just clear up the rain for you. You'll feel better. My dog Chewy is like, why don't you ever do that for me? And then, how do you expect me to steal ideas? Hey, Kongville, welcome in, friend. How are you? Good to see you. See, if I get to the side, I might be able to mesh it in a little bit closer. But let's go with the angle that the first one was, because I'm just testing. I'm going to do one click. Did I click the wrong way? Click that way. What? You stop it! Oh my god! You know what? Stay in there. Behave. Good grief. Troublemaker he is. What? He came out the other door. He's messing with me. This isn't really doing what I was thinking of, but it might turn into something else interesting. Get to where I can. Which I'm gonna turn you into jerky. Stay. I wish I could get the stems a little bit closer together. So if I could get the stems a little bit closer together so that the base didn't end up being so wide, I think that could turn into an interesting light. Phase back into the bit that way. Get an inner circle. Is there for a second? Tad to the left, come on. And then it would be going back to the outer circle. Whoa, save lag. Actually, now that I look at it, they're on the floor. Instead of a light, you know what that might turn into? A cushiony poof chair for the dressing table. Or just a cushiony poof stool. It's about the right height. If I could integrate an actual stool in the middle and put those all around it, then you could even sit on it. No. Okay, this is something I'm willing to play with. Let's see if it works out. What do you think, Sarah? Sarah does amazing decoration work. Not in here. Could use it as the stool for this, kind of like a poofy stool for my dressing table. I wonder if it would take up too much space. Let's find out. I just do a little stool. Light's too bright, I can barely tell what's the front and the back. There. Just sit it back a little bit. Do it at a tad of an angle. don't know if I can get close enough to these. Could need to leave a hole in the middle and then put the stool in after. To look kind of circular, maybe, possibly, even though I'm going around a rectangle. Then bring it out and edge it on these sides. No, get back over there. Although, it could just be like the leaning back part of the chair is cushioned. I need to move in a bit closer if I was going to do it that way. I mean, that kind of looks cool in and of itself. I don't know about the bottom. What do you think? What do you think about this as a chair design? I kind of like it. It's different. I don't know if it fits the style in here though. Seems, I think, a different style than the rest of this room. I think that's an idea I'm going to keep in mind for other places though. Stay with this one for now. That's also adding a lot of instances in this room. So I think I would have to really think it like fit that room great to do that in there. I'm gonna go look at my trophies again. None of these are really popping out at me as something that would be great for those shelves. Look more at some of the weapon type things. Hey Mystic, how are you, friend? Do you remember the fire extinguishers? No. Remind me. What fire extinguishers? Was it something in one of your bases on the server? Thanks, Conville. Appreciate it. No, I mean the new fire mechanic. Though I thought the smoke bombs worked as such. Haven't tried myself. I don't believe I have fire turned on. Hey Aussie, welcome in. How are you? Good day. Good day, good day. No, I'm in the new fire mechanic though. I thought the smoke bombs worked as such. Haven't tried myself. Smoke bombs put out the fire? Oh. That's good to know. You have to do the fire thing before you're in the game, though. I don't think I could change it right now, but I'm pretty sure I have it turned off. Right? You have to do it before you go in game. Let's just go ahead and save. You're making me nervous now. Just thought it would be funny if you had a spot with a smoke bomb sitting sign that says fire extinguisher. Since that is modern. Oh, interesting. That's a good idea. I'm scared now. My house is gonna burn down. Hi, AJ. Welcome in. I would probably put that in the kitchen, huh? Or like in the pantry. Like where you would have. An emergency thing. I could probably fit it on this wall here. You've not built it to be fire hazard proof? I have not. Coffee. Makes me want to heat up my coffee. Sitting here cold. I have not built it to be fire hazard proof, definitely. But, you know, I haven't really played with a fire mechanic on, because I don't want my builds to burn down. That's not the kind of gameplay I've been doing lately. Now I'm scared. What if I do? Okay, I'm not going to do it this way. I don't want to spawn in the wrong thing and blow up my house. I'm do it this way. Where are they at? They're at the top, aren't they? Bile bomb. Definitely not throwing that. You've truly freaked me out, Mystic. I'm scared to do anything now. I mean, I didn't turn it on. I didn't turn on the fire thing. It shouldn't be on, right? Here. Can you put smoke bombs on an item stand? I don't think I've ever tried to. AJ, I spend so long on my builds, I die if they burn down. Ogres are bad enough. Trolls, yeah. Probably not since it's ammo. Yeah, I would think not. Which again, let us sit everything down. If you can sit it down on a table, you should be able to put it down. I bet we can't. Let's try. Oh, you can! New possibilities open up! Look at them arise! It's got quite the effect on it, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got quite the smoke effect coming off of that. Now you can make a meat smoker. Mystic, you're a genius. I already have a place I could do that. Look at my back patio. I have a grill out here. I could make this like a smoker thing. Although I wouldn't need to have a lid on it to be a smoker. But they kind of look like charcoal. I would want to do it on a smaller scale than this too. Just because the number of instances that are already here. But that totally would be charcoal with the smoking effect coming off of it. But Kristi, that's what the dimensional pocket is for? I have no idea what that means, Can. I'm sorry. You know what else I'm thinking is, look at how far above the smoke bomb that effect goes. You could easily hide the little smoke bomb in something and just use the effect. Those little circles of smoke, puffs of smoke coming off of that. Because they go quite high above it. That almost seems like that would be really good for like some magical mystical builds. Like, I don't know if anybody remembers my, oh, when was it? It was in one of the, Bela's Rest seasons. I did with, Beeblebum and Zane and them. I did the, it wasn't a witch's house. Was it a witch's house? It was like a potion shop or something like that. And I had a secret basement where you created all the stuff. It was an alchemist house. Like, you had to know the secret way to get in down there, and there was all this creepy stuff. You could totally use that to make effects that seemed magical or mystical. Like the drip effect off the Banex, right? The arrows and things that the Viking can't put down, right? There's a Star Trek game where you actually have a device that swaps items into a pocket universe off your pocket. Oh. I'm out of the loop on that one. So that's good and bad. There's a lot of cool things that you could do with that. Not the thing that I was looking for in this instance, but that brings a lot of new ideas of how it could be used. Can you do that with all the bombs now too? Because I'm thinking I've seen the oozebomb sitting out on things, but I don't remember if that was a mod that lets somebody do that, like on Druck server, or have I actually done that? Can you use those? Starting to get everything confuzzled in my head. Yeah, I think I'm gonna look more at some of the weaponry stuff to do something for these shelves. Can you put this shield core on an item stand? No. Go away. You. No. That would be so cool if you could. That would be really neat looking effect. Excuse me. I could do so many cool effects with that. Think of the light fixtures. That would be amazing. It's unfortunate. Welcome back, Aussie. Okay, let me begin at the beginning. Can't do any of those. I mean, some of the bows could get some interesting color in here. Some of the effects might be a bit too much. What if you can set a red rug on top of a smoke bomb to make the floor lava? That could be a fun game, Mystic. And then some of them would have a big hole secretly underneath them and you fall through. I don't think I would use the storm thing, but I might get just to look at it real quick. Get rid of that one before I forget it's there. Okay, let's think about these. Again, magical effects, licking things. Doing multiples of those here might be too much for these little shelves. I might do something with that elsewhere. Definitely gives off more light. Man. Oh, for the rotations we would like. I think that any of these can make some really interesting art pieces. Somebody stop the world. I need to get off. Spinning round and round today. I think these are going to be too big for here. I think I'm spending too much time worrying about what to put on these shelves. What do y'all think? I mean, I am kind of just experimenting with stuff at the same time, but... Feeling off today? Must be the doctor thing, I guess. Aw. Sorry to hear that. Hope you start feeling better. We all have days like that. It's true, it's true. I could just keep it simple and put some extra cups up here. But it's only 6 a.m. right now. A couple or 3 hours before I get there. What, do you have a doctor's appointment today? Is that what's going on? Okay, I'm not feeling inspired by this right now at all. No, it's so dark, all the lights are out. A little better. Just gonna start with something simple, and then adjust it later when I'm feeling more inspired. Where's that cup? The fancy one. What's it called? Know what I mean? The seal breaker might be something good to do in here. Excuse me. Where's that? What's the name of that cup I'm thinking of? Not the shroom thing. Not the tanger. Here it is. Horn of Celebration. We got this at the 1 year. Do all the new players still get this, or was that limited time? I don't remember. Or I don't know. I don't know if I ever checked. I want to be able to just like right click on this and sit it down on the thing. Or we could use this thing and be able to sit it down. That would be nice. Everyone gets them? Cool. Getting bloods done. Diabetes thing. Probably needs some sugar. Oh. More or less sugar. Depends, right? Well, I hope it all goes well for you today, Aussie. And all your numbers are good. Move these up. Yeah, diabetes is unpleasant, right? But it seems to be very common anymore. space these out. Ah! Get back up there. Stand on the food. You can wipe it off later, it'll be fine. There, that's a good start. I need to put a candle over here. Get off the chair. Or do some of these. I like how this cup looks, the meat of endurance. Never used to have it get tested, and bam, I got diabetes. Sucks getting old. Aw, I'm sorry. That does suck. But diabetes is very manageable, right? Lots of people live with diabetes for many, many years, so you can do it. There's been quite a few people in my family that had diabetes. I feel like I have to put a candle over here. Oh, the candle is build. Frame glitch. I mean, it's the dining room. Feels like we need to have candle in here. Could even look at making some candlestick holders. Can I put the candles on top of these things? Wishful thinking. That could be a cool looking candle holder. Just put one there. How do you feel about the candles melting down to nothing? I think some people like it and some people hate it. Not really have to give up all the sugary things I like. Well, there is that sucketh part of it. For sure. There's a lot of alternatives now, though. Sweeteners that are like made from natural things, not the chemical-y stuff. I am not diabetic, but I like to cut down on sugar just in general. I was looking at a lot of that. I found one that I really liked. It was called Pure Cane, and it's made from the sugarcane plant, but from a different part than sugar is made from. And used a different process, so it didn't have any of the effects of sugar, but it tasted like sugar. It's called Pure Cane. I think it had a little bit of erythritol in it too. But the company went out of business. It made me so sad, because apparently their parent company had some kind of business issue and whatever, and so the whole thing shut down. So I like bought as much as I can. They call it Equal. No, Equal is a different thing. Equal, is that one of the ones that's, I don't remember. That's the one in the blue packet, right? But there's some that are like monk fruit sweetener, I think doesn't affect diabetics. erythritol, swerve blend. This one starts with an A. Tastes like sugar but isn't, yeah. There's a lot of different brands and things available now. And I was doing keto for a while last year too, and so I was doing a lot of no sugar, no carbs. I think the monk fruit is really good. And it doesn't have that glycemic effect. Lakanto is a really good brand for that. Doc tells me I have to give up ice cream. I have a no sugar homemade ice cream recipe that is super good. I can put it on Discord if you want. I politely ask her to jump on her bike. I was watching a YouTube channel of someone that, like, she was a pastry chef, and she started doing keto, and she, like, came up with all these alternative dessert recipes that are diabetic friendly. And there's a homemade ice cream. I mean, it's like completely from scratch homemade, like making a custard and everything ago. And so it's not just like buying a tub or whatever, but it's good. Like, I took some to, like, we had a ice cream thing, whatever, ice cream social or whatever kind of thing, where everybody brought different kinds of ice cream. And I took that one, and nobody knew that it didn't have sugar in it. It was really good. I've made it several times. Now I want to make it again, but it's like freaking cold here right now. It's freezing. Literally freezing. Not my favorite thing. I'm not a fan. AJ, several years ago, I started only eating foods that were low on the glycemic index, and I ended up losing 70 pounds. Wow. That's impressive. Well, and I mean, I don't know where you are, AJ, but like here in the States, they throw sugar everywhere. It's just hidden in everything. It's like constant bombardment with sugar, which is so bad for you, not just for your weight, but for just your health in general. It's horrible. So, yeah, I'm always trying to find ways to get sugar out of our diet. Why can't I reach these to light them? I know I had a way to do it. How was I doing it? I'm sure it was a genius way, too. I don't remember what I did. Oh, I can reach this one right there. Okay, I don't remember how I was doing it. I'm just gonna break this. Do I want to do that? It'll be fine. Did you pop your body off and become a floating head? Maybe. Wait. I lost 120 kilograms in an hour. What? I got divorced. Oh my god. I mean, that's one way. Okay. Can't zoom in any more than that. Probably my mouse is moving a little too fast at the moment. That works. I mean, that does make it brighter in here. Maybe I don't need to add a huge amount more lighting. Seems kind of weird having that light there. That torch. Why did I put that there? Maybe it was there before I built this couch. Doesn't seem right being there. Go away. This seems kind of empty, but it's a pool table, so you would need space around it to be able to walk around and shoot and play pool, so maybe it's fine. But I'll post that ice cream recipe in Discord if you want, Aussie. This room needs a lot of help. Doesn't have much done in here yet. Yes, please. Okay, perfect. Thank you for putting the link for Discord. I appreciate that. So I wonder, what should I do with this front part? I wanted this space to be open so it has the uniform look of looking open all the way around from the foyer downstairs. But then it's kind of open into a bedroom, so that's why I put this divider thing here. So it'd be kind of like privacy for where the actual bed is. But what would this area be? Maybe like a reading nook? Some bookshelves? Seating, yeah. Like a little sitting area. I haven't really done anything with these chairs in this build. Can make something. Computer room, that's a good idea actually. This is a modern build, so it's not like it has to be... I have a TV downstairs. It doesn't have to be realistic for Valheim. That's kind of the point of this build. Computer room, that's a good idea. I can make a computer desk. Could use signs. Could use this. These would make good legs for a desk. So it has space underneath for your legs. We'll go with the modern looking top. Can line things up and make it easy for myself. That would be a unique concept. I'm not going to do it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this top part centered the way that I want it. So I'm going to use come out from the wall. Get the height that I want. Seems about right. Attach these. Get rid of the middle part. It's good. And I'm gonna go grab my legs. It's way too tall. But I want it shorter. I'm going to sit down so I can see underneath. Is that going to be too low? Let me put a chair there actually and see how low that is. No, I think that's good. So let's make that height work. Could I go over here? This is what I want the legs to look like though. But I don't want it right on the edge like it would snap. If I just snap to the top, I want it in a little ways like a desk does. So I'm going to sit down so I can see lower underneath. And I'm going to hit Q to stop where, to change where it's snapping. I had the wrong key. I want it snapping. Probably top inner, yeah. Alright, sit down. No. Sit down. Now if I hold shift and aim at the wall, it's not getting at the right angle. Let's try it from up here. It's not letting me aim underneath. I can't get low enough. Alright, get rid of this one. Now, in a little ways, about there. Put the other top back. Can you even see it? You can't really even see it. But we know, actually, if I turn it around the other direction, you will see it more as like a leg of the desk. That way. Lower it down. Let's put this back. There. That looks more like a desk leg. Put the other leg on. Out there, I think. Nope, that's not out far enough. Farther. There. That's good. That's a nice looking little table too. Just table design in general. Thank you. One of these lights? Not really for a desk, is it? I mean, it could be. Candle. I think it'd be better to make like a lamp. Get rid of this for a second. And put this hiding back here out a little ways so we can put something on it. Should I do it on this side? More room to build around it that way. It would just make it easier on me. So I'm gonna aim it under that leg a little bit. It's kind of hidden, tucked away back there that it's actually going through the ground. I don't think you'll really be able to see it much once everything's all put together. Yeah, don't really notice it. And then, do I want to do my standard light shade? It's too big. I'm going to try and come up with a different light shade. What's on the other side of this wall? That's the outside, right? Yeah. It's the front of the house over there, so I don't want anything sticking too far through the wall. Let's see. Let's do a plain one. Use my item stands. Oh, that is not correct. That's in the front. I'm going to move this behind it. Line it up. Ta-dum. Light with a shade. Although if I do it with signs, I could make it another color using some of the sign tricks. But since it's such a small desk, I think that's probably big enough. I'll use one of these chairs just because I haven't. We'll use them a lot in this build. Give it a little variety. A cup sitting here. None of these turning into other things is really coming to me. Could this be a seat cushion? Could be a mouse pad. I don't think I have enough room to build a computer at this desk. I think it's going to be a regular desk. Study desk. Yeah. I mean, I have a whole big office downstairs. I don't have a computer in there, though. I could put a computer in that room, in my main office. Give it some more color. Need a painting on the back wall? Yeah, definitely gonna need some on the wall. I think I need some books or something on this desk too. Too big. I love that they add the vases, but they're really big. Sticks out too much. I would have to use the item stands for books. The size desk. Should turn that one around the other way so the little nub isn't showing on the edge when you look from the other side. It'd be nice to have something laying flat here. You're about to say bookshelf. Doesn't have to be something laying flat there. I'm so used to doing that in Enshrouded now too. They have such fabulous books that you can add in Enshrouded. I think I could definitely put one of the trophies here. Something on the wall. It's gonna be too big here, isn't it? Yeah. Much too big. Let's go look at the trophies. Or you know what? I could put a shield there. Or... Ah, I fell. Sword. Could go with the blue to match the carpet. Eh. I don't like it. I think one of the Mistlands level shields would look good there. Because it has like that blue tinge to it. Like the carapace shield. Yeah. That looks good. It's not too much. wish we could flip things sideways when we hang them up. Because like a shield, or I mean a sword or something going left to right over that bed would look really cool. I might be able to do something similar to what I did over the fireplace and take something and turn it around. Turn the... Oh no, but this is the front of the house. I can't have things sticking out the front here. Can't go through the wall too much. A bow would look great here, yeah, if I could turn it the other direction to hang that way. But alas, I cannot. I want to be able to put the armor on item stands too. Wait, we can put the helmets on item stands, can't we? Am I making that up in my head? Wishful thinking again? Yeah, wishful thinking again. These might work. I would have to... I mean, it's okay. It does the job. I don't think it's as unique as I would like. But maybe instead of just having it as axes over the bed, I could turn it into art. Move it down a tad. Is that centered? Center of the bed, yeah. You combine some of these. I'm going to overlap on, making that middle knot edge go right to the edge of the previous item stand. Make sure I'm squared up straight so I get the same angle. On both sides. Make some more of these. here, you get up there. Kind of trying to make it turn into a horizontal art piece. Try and frame it out some. I can frame just until the blue part. Or make it look like it's sitting on the shelf. It's different. I put one at the top. Looks more like a framed in piece of art. I don't think I like the top one. I think I like it more like that. Yeah, I definitely need something here at the base of the bed. Could go with the same color rug again. And then maybe do a bench. I have the black marble headboard, so I could do that to match the headboard, but doesn't really seem like the right kind of thing for in here. If I turn this around, it could look like a footboard, though. That matches that headboard. Centered. Huh. That's a pretty good footboard, that black marble bench is. I like that. Now I don't want to put a bench there and cover it up. These little trunks for the side tables look kind of boring. If I could put these here and make them look not just like a normal stool. More like an actual table. Take it to the side. To reach down in there. Hard angle to get to. There. That's better. That looks more like a unique little kind of table than just the stool sitting there. Oh, this one's gonna be hard to reach. I'm gonna have to put the table back afterwards because I can't get that angle. Please go back. It was turned the other way, wasn't it? Now the back. Perfect. Ooh. I'm skillful. That looks much better than just that little stool sitting there. I like it. I feel like this bed could use some pillows on it. I don't want to use the neck trophies because I don't think green really goes with this. I could do the, whatchamadoodle, what's it called, the tails. I don't know. I don't think I need this cartography table here. Can make this more of a dressing area with like a wardrobe. Maybe some shelves and stuff too. This room looks better already. It was so empty before. I hadn't really done anything in here except for make the bed. Yeah, like a closet. I think that would be a good idea. Put a candle on both sides. It's looking better. I like that desk design, and I would like using the backwards black marble bench for the footboard of the bed. I think that turned out well. But I think I'm going to leave it off for here for now, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me while I just go through my mental staring at stuff and coming up with ideas of where to add details in. I'm going to continue working on this build. It takes a long time to detail out a build when you're like trying to do everything custom like that and come up with unique designs and stuff. But I enjoy it. I really like the decorating process in Valheim. It's a lot of fun. I like randomly stumbling upon things that turn into something good. Often not the thing that I had planned for them to be, but ends up being good anyway. Please leave me a like. Helps me in my personal fight against the algorithm here on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to have more content coming up and prep for Val-Con. And I'm probably probably also going to be doing some more Bellrite. I need to finish that other game that I was playing last week. But until next time, happy gaming.